Hi, it's Kata. Did you know that there are literally hundreds of modern Barbies that have that original 1958 face mold? When I first started collecting Barbies as an adult 5 years ago, I was delighted to discover that. I didn't need to try to hunt for an early 60s vintage Barbie in order to get that great face. Granted, having an original 1960s Barbie is pretty cool too, but I learned that the newer dolls with that face are so much easier to find. With the ease of finding this face, it quickly became one of my favorite Barbie face molds ever, along with the Steffi and the TNT face. So today I thought I'd share with you my 25 modern Barbies that have that classic 1958 Barbie face mold. We'll talk about reproductions of classic early 60s Barbies, and we'll also touch on the series that regularly use the vintage Barbie face mold. I do actually have a couple of Barbies from the early 60s, but today we're only going to touch on the Barbies that are from the 1990s and newer. Because the 90s is when we started to really see that face mold come back with the 35th anniversary of Barbie. A quick interjection here about a series that always uses the 1958 face mold, the Barbie Fashion Model Collection, also known as Silkstone Barbies or the BFMC. Aside from this brief mention, we won't be diving into the Silkstone collection in this video because BFMC Barbies are very expensive collector dolls. And today, I'd like to focus on Barbies with the vintage face mold that are a bit more attainable. However, this is my Silkstone collection, minus 2 that I got recently. And if you'd like to see my video about Silkstones, I'll put it in the description. And let me know in the comments, do you have any Barbies with the vintage face mold? Tell me which ones they are. I'm always looking to get more. So of course we must start with the reproduction of the very first 1959 Barbie, the 1994 Bathing Beauty. This is the blonde, and then this is the brunette. Obviously, the brunette is not in her original striped swimsuit outfit, but both of these Barbies are rather affordable on places like eBay and Mercari. So if you love that absolute classic vintage Barbie look with that kind of arched eyebrow, this is definitely it. A few years later in 1962, Barbie's look evolved, especially her hair. They gave her a look called the bubble cut haircut. And these are 2 reproductions from 1998 with the 1962 reproduction of the Silken flame doll. This is not her original outfit, but I do have it. This is actually a reproduction of a vintage dress though. And the 2020 reproduction of the 1962 white ginger bubble cut Barbie. Also not her original outfit, but also a vintage Barbie dress. What do you think of that bubble cut hair? Do you think Barbie, the teenage fashion model, could pull that off today? I don't know, I'm kind of getting a Jane Weedland vibe off this one. I absolutely love this next reproduction. This is the 2007 reproduction of the 1964 Barbie Learns to Cook. They call this hairstyle the lemon swirl. So again, the mid-90s were really big on embracing the now 35-year-old original Barbie face mold. So we have a plethora of Barbies that had that look. We have the 1996 Barbie Loves Elvis. She actually came in a set with a doll that looks just like Elvis, but I just wanted Barbie. Look at how cute that outfit is. Also very similar looking is the 1999 Bowling Champ Barbie. This is not her original outfit, but she also had a very retro 50s look. And there was also the 1996 Wedding Day Barbie. This is obviously a reproduction of a classic Barbie gown. She originally came in this gorgeous white wedding gown, and there was a brunette and a redhead too, which I actually wouldn't mind getting. But look at how similar these three dolls look. And these dolls are not hard to find, and at a fairly reasonable price. Also in 1995, we have the Enchanted Evening Barbie, not her original outfit. This one's the brunette. This is the blonde Enchanted Evening Barbie, but she has been rerooted with this gorgeous sort of strawberry blonde hair and a slight touch-up to her makeup. So these are both the 1995 Enchanted Evening Barbie, the brunette and the blonde. But rather easy to find, honestly. I think I even found this one boxed at the thrift store. Mostly widely available reproduction that's fairly easy to find and has a reasonable price is the 1994 reproduction of the 1964 Solo in the Spotlight Barbie, a classic. I have one, however, she has been customized to shorten her dress. They took off, that big sort of floof on the bottom, and they repainted her. Took me forever to find out that she was Solo in the Spotlight, but she's absolutely gorgeous. And speaking of, I have a second customized Solo in the Spotlight, this one. They tried to make her look like a Build Lily, the original German doll that Barbie was based off of from the early 50s. But these are both slightly varied versions of the 1994 reproduction of Solo in the Spotlight. Man, what a talent to be able to repaint faces like that. Okay, so these next dolls from here on out are not vintage reproductions of original Barbies. They are their own new series of Barbies that preferred to use the classic face mold. So the majority of these are collector's Barbies, and some of them are fairly hard to find and rather expensive. Fortunately, a handful of these were released since I began collecting in 2020. So I was lucky enough to be able to buy them new rather than have to hunt them down on eBay later when prices are just unattainable. So I do have a couple of those that I splurged on to show you here in a minute, but these next ones were ones that I did buy brand new when they were available on Mattel at the time. And that is the 3 12 Days of Christmas Barbies. This one is the 2022, this is the 2023, and this is the 2024. I absolutely love this doll series. I'm a vintage Christmas geek, and these come in boxes like an advent calendar where you open up 12 days of special prizes that are Barbie decor or additional clothing. They're just so lovely, and I do hope they continue this series. Although maybe not for too much longer because it really pinches my wallet during the holidays. Since Mattel recognized the success of the 12 Days of Christmas series, they came out with the 2024 12 Days of Spring Barbie. She also came with like an advent calendar box, 12 Days of Spring. All the decor was super cute. It was like rabbits and carrots and Easter eggs and stuff, and look at that gorgeous outfit. She also came with a second dress, which I've put lemon swirl in. So, yeah. I do hope they come out with the 2025 12 Days of Spring Barbie. Yeah, I would love that. In 2003, Mattel came out with a doll series called the One Modern Circle Dolls, and each of the female characters had a vintage Barbie face mold. The character of Barbie had the original 1955 face. There are 2 versions of every character. This is the first version of Barbie. Look at that flaming red hair. She's so gorgeous. Such a flattering color. And then the second version is the more formally dressed lemon hair Barbie. This is not her original outfit. This is her original outfit. And look at how glamorous that face is. The other 2 characters in the series, Melody has the TNT face, my second favorite Barbie face, and Simone has the Steffi face. They're just fabulous dolls. They are a little bit spendy if you're looking for them, but still probably more affordable than some of the other collector dolls. Definitely more affordable than most Silkstones. 2012 brought us the sweet vintage Catwoman Barbie. She also came with an eye mask, super sexy, but of course I wanted to show off that vintage Barbie face. Look at her eyebrows. They have a little bit of flair to them. I don't think this was part of a series. I could be wrong. You know what? Maybe there was a vintage looking Superwoman? Do you know this? Let me know, because I might have to add to this collection. And lastly, in my collection, the Barbie series that uses the classic face mold that is not easy to find at a reasonable price is the Barbie Fan Club Holiday Hostess collection. I have 4 of the 6, and there is no way that I'm ever going to afford the last 2. This is the 2010 Holiday Hostess Thanksgiving Feast Barbie. She was my grail doll for many years, and one of the dolls I paid the most money for. And then the 2015 Holiday Hostess Shamrock Celebration Barbie. And then there's the 2013 Holiday Hostess Happy New Year Barbie. This is not her original outfit, which I do have, but I couldn't find it for the shooting of this video. And then the gorgeous 2014 Holiday Hostess Cupid's Kiss Barbie. Not her original outfit, because the only way I could afford her was to buy her naked. There are 2 more dolls in this series, the Holiday Hostess Christmas doll and the Holiday Hostess Halloween doll. And for some reason, those dolls are so expensive. We're talking $300 around there, more or less. Maybe more in like the $250, $200s area, which is what I paid for the Thanksgiving Feast Barbie. I know, I told ya. Grail dolls. Sometimes we get a tax refund and we have to spend it on dolls, right? The Halloween one especially is so amazing. And for a Halloween fan like me, oh, I would love to have that Barbie, but just a little out of my price range. And honestly, that's why I bought the Catwoman Barbie, because the Holiday Hostess Halloween Barbie looks very similar to her. So I just put her in kind of a somewhat matching dress, and it worked pretty well as a dupe. But not really. But still, someday maybe, I'll get the other 2 in this series. And actually, I have two bonus dolls to show you. These are AliExpress cheapo doll bodies with the kind of original Barbie face mold. This is actually more, I think, the silkstone face mold, but that uses the 1958 head mold. And I really wanted to see how these AliExpress dolls would look, so not too bad. The hair is really gorgeous. I did have to put glue in her scalp because her hair was just coming out in chunks. Putting glue in her scalp really did help. Their bodies are okay. They're very thin. I did a video of trying to put their head on just vintage Barbie bodies that I already had, and it was kind of a fail. So I did go ahead and buy the matching skin tone bodies from AliExpress, and they're okay too. I mean, they are what you would expect. You get what you pay for. But I suppose if you're looking for budget Barbies with the original face mold, that's one way to go. Those are my 25 Barbies with the classic 1959 vintage face mold. Let me know again, do you have any modern Barbies with that face? Is it one of your favorite Barbie face molds? And it's so great that the 90s especially embraced that look and that we can find them at really great prices and in excellent condition. I mean, they don't have the wear or the fragility that the early 60s Barbies had. So that's what I absolutely love about reproductions. Their hair is still so brushable and they look beautiful. Anyway, hope you're having a great day. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!